Now, I think I've told you on more than one occasion how much I love my little Connect. But there is one thing I don't like about it, and it's in here. This is possibly the darkest place in the known universe. There is allegedly a light up here, but the bulb's gone, and that's only a 3-watt bulb or something like that. So in this video, I'm going to address this issue, and hopefully by the end of it, we should have a good LED light set up in here. Right, so the game plan is I have got 4 LED light fittings, Amazon's finest, to fit to the ceiling of the van in here. I don't know if it will need 4, I might just get away with 2. I'm going to terminate those into some proper automotive waterproof electrical connectors I've got. Hopefully I won't need waterproof inside the van, but you never know. And I know this is going to divide opinion, but I'm going to make all of the soldered connections with the old shrink and seal pre-soldered connections, just for sake of convenience. Now, I think the game plan is, with that light out of there, this is going to become my power source. There's a lot of slack on the looms in the back of the van here, and in classic Ford style, none of them seem to be very well secured. So I'm hoping I can pull this loom all the way across to the cross member on top of the bulkhead, route it out through there, and then that gives me a nice central cable run to split off to my lights. So let's disconnect this cable, figure out what's live and what's neutral, and see if we can get that cable routed. So the white and brown is live, and looks like blue and black is neutral. Right, let's see if we can get that cable rerouted. Sweet, right. I reckon I'm going to use some adhesive cable clips, bring it across there, up and round, and then to here, and then a light either side. Right, let's do that. B&Q self-adhesive cable clips. Brilliant things. Now, this light kit came from Amazon, and there's 4 in here, and they don't feel bad quality, if I'm honest. So they look like that, and do you know what, we can probably test they work just by, I am a professional. They've got a switch on them as well, so let's touch that on there and touch. Lovely. Yeah, so just to be sure, there you go. Right, so I don't know if I'm going to need 4 in here or whether I'm going to need 2. I've got 4, I might as well put 4 up. Okay, so that's proved the concept. Now, these lights can fit either with some like screw-in clips. Don't want to do that because I don't want to drill holes in this, because that's my roof. Or they come with self-adhesive strips. And as you can see, I'm a big fan of self-adhesive, so we're going for the self-adhesive version. I mean, the old wipe down with isopropyl probably is a little bit of overkill, but it takes 2 seconds and you kick yourself if you didn't do it and they fell off the ceiling. And I am going to put them here and here. I'm going to line up. There's a access hole there. I'm going to use that as kind of my reference point for the centre of the lights at the front here, at least. That's why it's worth doing the isopropyl before you put sticky pads on the inside, even on the inside paintwork. So this light kit comes with extension leads, which are dead handy. And I'm just going to route a couple of those over the cross member here. And what I'm going to do, just before I stick them to the ceiling, I'm just going to test each of them. There you go, that's good. And live, neutral, yep. Right, so they both work. So I can fit these two. So what are we saying? We're going to say here, line it up, and put it so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of these connectors and splice it onto the end of each of the lights, and then I'm going to splice them all together in one of these solder and shrink connector jobs. So I bought these because I just thought that just looks a little bit more factory, doesn't it? So I need my soldering iron. Right, so let's strip the line. There you go, I think that'll do. Right, so what I want is to take one line in, two out. Obviously, you know, trying not to let that stripped live wire touch any of the bodywork. Double over my connections, force a habit. Will that fit in there? Yeah, beauty, you beauty. Right, let's get that sealed. Turn the heat right down on this. I mean, I think these connectors would be a lot better if you were joining similarly sized wires, which obviously I'm not, but I don't know, we'll see how they go. And I think what I'm learning is that that solder, you just want to see that get soft. You don't really want it to melt, otherwise it melts through the plastic. And I guess that's where these things get a bad reputation. As long as they pass the tug test, they should be fine. What was I thinking? I might remake this connection, but let's double check. We've got all our lines to our white and brown, and neutrals to the other one. Line and neutral there, plug you in. And line and neutral there, plug you in. Lovely. Right, let's take some splices to the back and wire the back up. Right, so let me show you the final effect, which I'm very happy with. So there they are. Let's see if we can get you some shots. The wiring needs just a little bit of tidying up. I ran out of the little sticky clips, so I'm off to B&Q in a second to get some more just to tidy this away. And there's just, I think, a little bit more Tessa tape going to go on just to tidy up that loom there. But in terms of light in the back of the van, I think they've worked out perfectly. So I've gone for 2 in the front here and 1 at the back, as you can see there. And I think that's just about right. Just the, the van's a little bit wider at the front here and a little bit narrower at the back there, and that seems to work out nice. And the interior of the van, even just when the weather's just a little bit gloomy like this, is completely transformed. So there you go, that's the lighting in the back of the van transformed, or added and transformed. And just those 3 little LED lights have made such a difference in the back of the van there. With the nights short as they are at the moment, that's going to make an incredible difference for me when I'm knocking off a bit late. Anyway, I hope that was useful to you, and do keep watching out for more content on the Connect here, because it continues to be a work in progress, even though it's my working van. I hope this was useful, and I hope the other content on the channel is useful to you. And if you like what I'm doing, subscribe and all that good stuff, and I will catch you in the next one.